Hi students, good afternoon and welcome back to Chakravarti e-classroom. Today we are going to discuss some questions from Directions chapter in Reasoning. See students, this chapter Directions is one of the simplest chapters in Reasoning, and in almost all competitive exams they are asking questions from this chapter. The difficulty level may vary from one exam to the other, but almost in all exams you can find these questions, and you can easily solve these questions and can get 100% accuracy within the stipulated time if you have sufficient amount of practice after learning the basics. Anyway students, in our regular classes I have given, in the foundation classes I have given the basics in a very clear manner so that even a beginner can understand it very easily, right? You referred those basic classes before coming to this video, and in this session, as I told you, total 5 questions we are going to discuss, and all these 5 questions are already posted in our Telegram channel. I think by this time most of the students must have completed this one. Now after watching this video, if any new point is there, you make a note of that one, and the beginners who are watching this video, don't worry about the timing because these questions can be solved within a minute's time. 1 minute is maximum time for each question, but beginners, don't worry about the timing, just try to understand the concept. Okay, now let's start the questions here. The first question, you see students, actually this question I have taken from one of the SBI PO exams. I can't recollect the year, but it is from one of the SBI PO exams only. It seems to be very simple question, but students, almost 90% of the students in that year had done this question wrong in the examination. Unnecessarily they lost the marks for this one. Okay, I think those students who have finished now also, most of the students must have done mistake here, and the students who have not finished this question, just pause the video, don't watch the video, just pause it and do this question by yourself. Only after that just go for the verification. Okay, the right option for this one is the right option here is none of these is the right option. See students, very good question, simple one, but some twist is there. You have to think a little more to solve this question. None of this, what do you mean by none of this? None of the given options is true. I have some other answer which is not given among the options. Okay, in that year some students went for southwest, okay, and some students went for southeast also, and even some students went for northwest and northeast also. All are wrong answers. Option is none of this is the right option. What is the answer? We will go for it now. See this one, how they have given town A is to the west of town B. Before that one students, quickly I'll tell you, we have total 8 directions. All of you must be knowing this one quickly, right? What are these directions? Always it is north, it is northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west and northwest. Remember, make a note of that if any beginner is there. Sometimes they're asking the questions between these two also. This is called north northeast. In our basic classes I made it very clear. For example, if you go for this one, this direction, what is this one? East northeast, and so on. Okay, just make a note of this quickly, and based on these directions we are going to solve the questions now. Okay, right, how we have to go for this? Town A is to the west of town B, which is to the north of town C. How to go for this one? Town A is to the west of town B. Now let's start with B. Town A is to the west of town B. Simple. Town A is to the west of town B, which is to the north of town C. B is to the north of town C. As simple as this one. Now got the clarity? Next, quickly go for this one. North of town C. Again they are talking about C. Town B is to the north of town C, which is to the south of town D. It's very important. C is to the south of D there. That means D is to the north of C. But already to the north of C, B's place is confirmed. Again they are saying that D is to the north of C, or C is to the south of D. Where shall I keep D here? There is a competition between B and D. No clarity about B and D's directions mutually. For that reason, you have to do in this way. I can keep D here in between B and C, or here. I don't know where to keep, because clearly they have given that B is to the north of C, again D is to the north of C. I don't know the relationship between B and D. D can be here or here. Keep it aside. Now go for the next information here. If town E is to the east of town C, for town C, E is to the east. Here I am keeping this one. Okay, next they have given town E is to the east of town C and south of town F. Now E is to the south of F. Where shall I keep F now? Here also I don't know the relation between B and F. F can be here or here or here, anywhere on the vertical line. Now again they have given the continuation here. Town E is to the east of C and south of town F, which is, that means F is on the straight line on which A and D also fall. That means A, D and F should be on a straight line. What do you mean by straight line, students? Straight line means immediately this line comes to our mind. Not only that one, of course it's a straight line. Even this is also a straight line. Diagonally this is also a straight line. Even this is also a straight line. Okay, but one thing is important here, that A, D and F must be on a straight line, whatever the direction may be. Okay, so clearly now A, D and F should be on a straight line and all the other conditions should be fulfilled. How to go for this one, students? Now suppose, what are the possible places for D? Here or here. What are the possible places for F? Anywhere on this vertical line. But here the condition says that A, D and F should be on a straight line. Most of the students did in this way in that examination. They kept D here. Okay, now the condition between D and C fulfilled. Then they kept F here. Now the condition between F and E is fulfilled. And final condition is A, D and F should be on a straight line. Yes, of course, yes. Okay, it's one of the solutions for this question. But most of the students stopped there only and gave the answer that, what's the question by the way? The question here is that in which direction town B is located with reference to F. Okay, with reference to F, B is located in which direction is the question. For F, this is south. For F, this is south and this is west. Now with reference to F, B is between west and south. So answer is southwest, one of the answers. Okay, so clearly with reference to F, where is B? For F, this is south and this is west. B is in between south and west. That direction is known as southwest. In the basic classes, I made it very, very clear. Now here, one of the answers is southwest is the right one. Most of the students in that year, what they have done, say they stopped here and gave the answer as third option, southwest. But students, think it carefully. Just go carefully. Is it the final answer? Of course, it is one of the answers, one of the possibilities with reference to the places of all these towns. But it is not the final one. There is another possibility by fulfilling all the conditions. What's the possibility? Take this one here. I'm not going to change anything. The relationship between C, D must be maintained, then F and E must be maintained, and ADF should be on a straight line. How is it? Now I'll show you. See, now I'm just bringing E a little downer here, okay, and even C also a little downer. Now you see other possibilities also there. What's the possibility here? Now I'm going to keep D instead of there, I'm going to keep D here. Nothing wrong. The condition between C and D is that D should be on the north of C. That's over. Now, condition between F and E is that F should be on the north of E, or E is on the south of F. Now, in that case, I may keep F here. By fulfilling the last condition, A, D and F should be on a straight line. Even this is also possible. In this case, students, with reference to F, where is B? For F, this is north, this is west. So this is north, this is west. Now where is B with reference to F? Between north and west. That should be taken as northwest. So southwest is one of the options and northwest is equally possible. Got the idea? Many students did the mistake. I heard from the ears from many students that directions, it's a simple chapter, we can do. Of course you can do. You have to do, that is my wish. But after learning the basics properly and practicing well. So first, learning the basics is important. Some students are doing that mistake only. That's the reason why they are not getting qualified in the mains examination. They are able to clear prelims. Good. But they are struck up. It means why? Because lack of basics. First, learn the basics and develop shortcuts by yourself. That is the right way of learning. Okay. Anyway, students, here my answer. What is the answer for this question? Means that is southwest or northwest is the right answer actually. Okay, have they given this as one of the options? No. For that reason, here my option is none of this. Okay, and my answer is southwest or northwest. If they give one of the options as data inadequate, in that case they should give data inadequate and they should not give none of this. If they give data inadequate for this type of questions, they won't give none of this. In that case, your option would be data inadequate, provided data are not sufficient for me to answer your question. In that case, you have to go in that way. But here your option is none of this. Hope you must have got the idea. I've given a clear explanation so that even a beginner can understand this one. Now let's go for the next question, students. Quick. How they have given: Suchitra stood in front of her office in such a way that her shadow was exactly to her left side. She went 10 meters straight, turned to the right, something they have given. But students, after reading this first sentence itself, on the face of the question, you must say that I cannot answer the question. Okay, here your option is data inadequate is the right option. Within maximum of 5 seconds, you can answer this one. Why that is so, students? Here, this question's starting direction is not given, either directly or indirectly. For every direction question, there should be a starting point. Along with the starting point, there should be initial starting direction also. Suppose they should give in this way. Some A started from a place. He went 5 meters to the east, or 5 meters to the south, 5 meters to the north, 5 meters to the west. Something should be given in this way, either directly or indirectly. But here they have not given. For this type of questions, actually the initial direction is depending upon that of the rays of the suns, from which direction sun's rays are coming. Here you see Suchitra stood in front of her office in such a way that her shadow was exactly to her right side. Yes, her shadow was exactly to her right side. Whether it is early in the morning they have not given, or just before sunset in the evening also they have not given. So since the sun rays direction is not given here, I cannot start the question. Why is that so? Simple, students. In the basic classes I explained you very clearly. Some questions they give like that: one person stood in front of his house early in the morning, just after sunrise. They give early in the morning, just after sunrise. In that case, the sun's rays come from the east in this way, east to west. Okay. Suppose one person is facing north here. Early in the morning, just after the sunrise, where is his shadow? Obviously, his shadow is here. His shadow is to his left side. Yes or no? When the person is facing north, so just after sunrise, early in the morning, rays are from east, so his shadow is on the left side when he is facing north. Now we can say, if they give that early in the morning, soon after sunrise, one person stood in front of his house in such a way that his shadow was on his left side, means that person is looking at north. Okay. Suppose if the person is looking at south, for example, in this case the rays are coming from east to west, then his shadow is this side. So which side is the shadow? This is his left side, this is his right side. If they give that his shadow is exactly on his right side early in the morning, soon after sunrise, you must conclude that that person is looking at south. If they give that his shadow was on his left side, you must conclude that that person is looking at north. So the direction is completely depending upon the rays of the sun from which direction. Is it early in the morning or just before sunset? Sometimes they give just before sunset. Just before sunset, the rays will come from west to east. They have not mentioned anything here whether it is early in the morning or just before sunset in the evening. They have not given that. For that reason, my option is data inadequate, because I don't know the initial direction to start with. In the basic classes, this type of points, almost 15 to 20 points I have given you in my basic session in my regular course that is available. Okay, right. Now start the next question, students, quickly. What they have given: 4 friends A, B, C and D started towards east from a starting point. Now you see they have given a starting point and they have given the initial starting direction also. Now you can start the question. All right. Then after that, after going for 100 meters, A and D went towards right while B and C went towards left. Then after 75 meters, B and C went towards their left while A and D also turned towards their left. In which direction are the friends A, B, D, C respectively looking at? Now the question you see, not in the order. A, B, D, C respectively. In which direction finally A is looking at? Respectively. Immediately after that B, then D, then C. You have to give the answer in that order. Okay. Now start the question here. 4 friends A, B, C, D. You take in this way. There is not one starting point here. You take in this way. Suppose A is here, B is here, C is here, D is here. Okay. Now they have given how they have given. They are all started towards east only. Then after going for 100 meters, that means all went for 100 meters first. 3, 4. Okay. After going for 100 meters, A and D went towards right while B and C went towards left. A and D, I'm taking here. Okay. So A and D went towards left or right. They have given A and D went to right only. One person who is going to the east, this is right side, that is left side. A and D went towards right. Okay, but B and C went towards, just take in this way, left. This is right side, this is left side. Then D went towards left. Then after 75 meters, B and C went towards their left. After 75 meters, after some B and C went for 75 meters in this way. Let us take this one this way a little, because here the question is not based on the measurement, only based on the final direction looking at, so it doesn't matter. I'll take in this way. They went 75 meters in this way, approximately you take. Okay. After 75 meters, B and C went towards left, so they went for 75 here and they turned towards left. Okay, whereas A and D initially they turned towards right, and after 75 meters left, while A and D also turned towards their left. The person who is coming to the south, this is left, this is right, then he turned towards left. Actually, both these lines should be equal, but this question is not based on the measurement. That is the reason why I stopped here only. So now A is looking at this direction, D is this direction, then who is this one? B is this direction, C is this direction. Now the question here is that in which directions are the friends A, B, D, C in that order? In that order, A is looking at east. Okay, next BDC. B is looking at west. Okay, then D is looking at east. And finally C is looking at west. So what is my option or answer? First of all, east west is the final answer. East, west, east and west in this order respectively. In this order, just go for the option. North is not at all my option because A is not to the north, A is to the east. Okay, these two are okay. South is no. Then we will think of none of this. If I won't find any of the options matching with my answer, I would go for this, none of this. Okay, now here east, west, this one east, west, east, west, but this is east, west, again west. No, this is ruled out. Now east, west, east, west, this is my option. Option number 3 is the right one. Hope you must have got the idea. See students, here if the question is based on the measurement, then you have to draw the lines accurately, but here this is based on the final direction to which they are looking at. For that reason, I have not taken the measurement. Arbitrarily, I went like this. Okay, hope you got the idea. Next, go for the next question quickly. Now go for this one. A boy starts from his house and walks 2 kilometers to east up to his uncle's house. Then turns southwards and walks some description they have given. Now just represent that one as a small diagram so that easily you can answer it. Okay, right, so they have given the starting place and starting direction also. So here boy started from his house and walks 2 kilometers to east. Let us take this one. This is boy's house. I'm writing here, this is boy's house. So how many? 2 kilometers to the east. I'm just drawing this line equal to 2 kilometers east. Then after that, what they have given? East up to his uncle's house. It is uncle's house. And turns southwards and walks for 1 kilometer. So when you have taken this line as 2 kilometers, so just half of that one roughly I'm writing this one, south 1 kilometer, this one. Okay, then after that 1 kilometer up to his friend's house. At the friend's house, he turned to the east and walks 2 kilometers up to the temple. So now here this is again 2 kilometers. I'm just taking this one and that is the temple, east side. Then after that, he then turns towards northwards and walks 4 kilometers to his school. So when this is 2 kilometers line, 4 kilometers roughly I'm drawing here. So this is 4. Over. Right, is it over or have they continued? No, he stopped there at his school. Then how far he is now from his house? So how far is from his house? This is his house and this is his school. This is the ending point. So how far is he from the house? So students, basic point I'll tell you. I need not tell that one. Don't count the distance like this, 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. You may be knowing this one. Always you have to go by the shortest possible way or the straight line distance or the air distance between starting and ending points. I have given this one in my basic classes very clearly. Now here, what's the air distance? This one, you need to find out this. I need to find this distance, this one. You know this is an altitude. This is altitude, which is more or less equal to hypotenuse in a right angle triangle. When right angle triangle has come into the picture, you may consult the Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to hypotenuse square is equal to BC square plus AB square or base square plus height square. Okay, so what are the things here? Simply you can imagine one right angle triangle in this way. Let's name this one as these points as A, B and C. Now you know the Pythagoras here. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. But I don't need AC square here. I need only AC. In that case, AC is equal to same thing here. AB square plus BC square under root. You know all these things, right? Simply I'm explaining you. Now you need to find out what is the measurement between point A and B, then square that one and add that one to the square of B and C here, between B and C. So AB I'm calculating here. See students, AB is from here to here. Actually, the entire line from here to here is 4 kilometers. Right, but the parallel line, if you take this point B, the parallel line for this one from here to here, the parallel line is this one, that is 1. So from here to here it is 1. 4 minus 1, it will become 3. AB will become 3. Then what about BC? You know this one, from here to here it is 2, and parallel line for this remaining part of the line is this one. When it is 2, it must be 2 here. Then BC will become 2 plus 2, 4. Now here AB square means this is 3. 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. Under root this is 25 under root. My answer is 5 kilometers. Even without writing anything on the paper also, one more method is there. In my classes I've explained you regular classes, but this is one of the best methods, students. Your answer is 5 kilometers. Now he is from 5 kilometers from his home is the final answer. Alright, right. Go for the next question clearly. Next one, you see A and B start from a point simultaneously. A moves to his east and travels for 15 kilometers, and B moves to south and travels for 15 kilometers. Then A takes a 270 degree anti-clockwise turn. Many students get confused here. Most of the students, I'm telling you. See, before starting that question, a simple way I'll tell you, right? It's not a basic class, by the way, right? I'm not giving all the basics. Simple idea I'll give you. Suppose one person is here, okay? He went some distance on the west. Then after that, he turned 45 degrees to his right, or he turned 45 degrees in the clockwise direction. Right side and clockwise direction both are same. The directions I explained you in such a way in my non-verbal basic class. In my regular course, I kept this video free. After downloading mobile app or visiting my website, you can get non-verbal basic class free of cost. 1 hour lesson is there. There I have explained what is clockwise, what is anti-clockwise, how to measure that one in the simplest way. Anyway, students, just observe carefully. One person started from one point, went some distance on the west, and here at this point he took a turn on his right side by following 45 degrees, or he turned to 45 degrees on his right side. How to calculate that one? Many students do this mistake. From here he turned right side 45 degrees means they calculate it this way. Here 45 degrees. It is wrong, absolutely wrong. How to calculate that? Think logically. Simply, if the person is not stopping here, for example, you take, where shall he go? He goes like this, in this direction. Yes or no? No, he is in this way, he is in this way. If he is not turning here, he would have gone straight like that. Now, here, he should take a 45 degree turn to his right side. That should be in this way, remember. It is to the northwest, not to the northeast. So where you have to calculate the angle, here, it should be 45 degrees. Got it? Suppose if the question is instead of right side 45 degrees, anti-clockwise 45, it should be in this way. This is 45. Remember. For all these things, the base is that you have to imagine in this way. If the person has not turned, he has to go straight. In which direction? He must go in this way. This is right side, this is left side. 45 degrees on the right side. You have to calculate here, not here. This is absolutely wrong. This type of basics I have taught for all the chapter students repeatedly. I am telling you, repeatedly. Always you take training from the experts. I am telling you, not only from like our institute, where you feel you get the concept right from the basic level in a proper way. Only then you can crack the examination. You can save ample of time. Okay, those basics are required. All right. Anyway, students, let's go for this one. This is the fundamental and idea for this question. Now let's start this. Let's start this one. How they have given A and B started from one point simultaneously, both at the same time. The starting point is same, timing is same. Move here. A moves to his east and travels for 15 kilometers. This is the starting point. A moves to the east and travels for 15 kilometers over, and simultaneously B moves to his south and travels for 15 kilometers, same distance to the south, 15. Alright, then after that they have given A takes a 270 degree anti-clockwise turn. Now you see students, A is moving in this way, anti-clockwise direction, this direction, anti-clockwise direction, this is anti-clock, this is clockwise, anti-clockwise direction 270. Instead of calculating anti-clockwise 270, why don't you calculate clockwise direction 360 minus 270? Anyway, that is total circle is 360. Instead of taking 270 degrees, the easiest way is anti-clockwise 270. In the basic class I told you, clockwise direction 360 minus 270. So that is, how much is that one? 360 minus 270, 90 degrees. Instead of taking 270 anti-clockwise direction, simply take clockwise direction 90 degrees. If he won't turn here, his way is in this way, 90 degrees to the clockwise direction, obviously this one. As simple as this one. Now you got the clarity? Right. Now next what they have given here, 270 degrees anti-clockwise turn and it travels 15 kilometers. That is the parallel one, 15. Here it is again. Over. Then they shifted to B. B takes 90 degree clockwise turn. Simple one here. B takes 90 degrees clockwise. Clockwise and right side both are same. What's the right side for the person who is coming to the south? Our left will become his right. So this turn 90 degrees in this way. And went for how many kilometers here? 15 kilometers. B takes 90 degree clockwise and turn goes for runs or goes whatever it may be, goes for 20 kilometers. Now here 20. Let's imagine this as 20. Okay, then after that, how they have given, B takes 90 degrees clockwise turn and 20 kilometers. Then B goes 35 kilometers on the same line, not in, actually that preposition should be on the same line in exactly opposite direction. So now here, now he is going towards west. Exactly opposite direction on the same line, that should be east. That should be east. And how many kilometers here? 35 kilometers. That means he stopped here. He returned immediately because opposite direction. 20 he covered here. I write this line here. 20 he covered. And total 35. 20 plus 15. Plus 15. This is 15. And this is 20. Total from here to here it is 35. The condition is fulfilled. Now he stopped here. So both A and B came to the same point. That is to the same point. Alright, now here the question they have given in this way, which of the following is or are, it should be. Which of the following is or are. That should be given because grammatically also question should be correct. Is or are true regarding their possessions. The first one they have given A. A had travelled more distance than B. The total distance they are asking for. So A had travelled more distance than B. How much A had travelled here? Both started here 15 and 15 only. Obviously B had travelled more distance than A comparatively. For that reason A is wrong. Next one, both are to the southeast of the original position. This is the original position. For original position, this is east, this is south. In between should be taken as southeast. That is absolutely right. B is right. Then C says both are at the same point. 200% correct. Both are at the same point. Finally, my option should be in this way where B and C are correct. Only A is wrong. Both B and C. This is right. Both B and C is the perfect one. Have you understood this one, students? Right? It is one of the simplest chapters in reasoning, but don't neglect this chapter. Even though it is one of the simplest one, don't neglect this one because sometimes there may be some twisty questions. I took these 5 questions from my regular course only. Just I have shown you how the questions are there. So now students, before concluding this one, I advise all the students who have not joined, I'm giving you advice, join the regular course because you can save ample of time in your preparation. Keep one target. Yes, I must become a government servant. I must get the job within a maximum time. Maximum time is 1 year. Not beyond that. And within 1 year, you should get the job. Okay, just join the course. I've given all the basics, basic to moderate to advanced to very advanced, and every week I am just adding some more new videos also. Now I'm going to add many videos because now the pattern is getting changed. According to the new pattern, I'm going to add some more videos. But finally, students, my intention is that every student should get success in 1 year or the other year. Keep the reasonable target, start your preparation. But before concluding this one, many students are sending some comments. Even yesterday also one boy had sent that, sir, do you offer any online classes? How to join that one? Simple one. In 2 ways you can join. Directly visit our website chakravartisir.com. Fill up the sign up form. You can watch some free videos. From there you can join the course. Second is go to Google Play Store or this one App Store also. Now we have developed the app for iOS also. Okay, so go there and download our mobile app, that is Chakravarti e-classroom new app. You can watch almost 11 to 12 full length classes from our courses free of cost. Just watch them. Then you can join the course from there also. Course of your choice. We have total more than 65 options are there. You can choose which is the best suit for you and start your preparation seriously. Okay, I wish you all the best, students. Thank you very much.